I keep thinking about what it must be like to be a taxi driver. To always be on somebody else's journey. To travel, but not to have a destination of your own. Now maybe you have a family waiting for you at home, but maybe you don't. Maybe you live alone. None of your customers will ever know. They act like you're not there. They pretend you're a means to an end. Nothing more than a foot on the accelerator. They climb inside with a cursory high, and as they leave they offer a polite goodbye, or maybe a quick thanks mate as they get out, slamming the door, leaving you alone like you were before, inside the emptiness of your car. And maybe it's silent because that's the way that you like it. Or maybe the radio blasts 80s music because the CD player or the Bluetooth is broken and you haven't got around to fixing it yet. Complete strangers, but you get an insight into their existence. Brief glimpses into their experiences. Their lives unfold on your backseat. Like the woman you pick up outside the nice house with the big garden. Is it hers? That's none of your business. So you decide not to ask and just focus on the road that's ahead of you. But she looks so sad. She's crying silently, and you wonder why as she wipes her eyes with the sleeve of a bright blue jumper. Maybe she just needs somebody to talk to, but should that somebody really be you? After all, you're just a stranger. So you sit in silence as the mascara leaves trails down her blotchy cheeks, until you reach the town centre, where she hands you a £10 note and tells you to keep the change, before trudging off into a grey sky day that looks as miserable as she does. What about the kid who argues with someone on the other end of the phone? They're no older than 15, but it seems that they hold the weight of the whole world on their shoulders. You don't get it, they yell into the receiver as they heave a massive sigh. The worst part is, you don't even try. That's the last thing they say before they hang up and put the phone away. They ask for your advice. They want to know if they're in the right. Isn't it their life, and shouldn't they be able to live it the way that they want to? What makes people feel like they have the right to have a say, to show them hate, to try to dictate who they are? You don't know what to say. But the truth is, you don't need to say anything at all, because all they need is for somebody to listen when it feels like nobody else ever does. So you smile and you nod and you tell them that everything's going to be alright. And as they walk away down the street, they seem a little bit lighter on their feet. What about the man on his way to the hospital who looks worried? In the rear view, the two of you make eye contact and nod. It's an unspoken agreement that you won't speak. He seems so nervous. Looks like he's going to be sick, chews his nails to the quick, his leg is shaking, he checks his watch, even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and there's no traffic to speak of. But maybe he's wishing there was, because then he wouldn't reach his destination so soon. As he leaves, you wonder what sort of news he'll get. Will it be good or bad? Will he be a stranger with tears in his eyes sat on somebody else's back seat like the woman sat on yours? Who's the appointment even for? You figure maybe he's just visiting and you envision him sat by the bedside of a loved one, holding their hand, his friendly face downcast. As the light switches from red to green, you cross your fingers and hope for the best, because that's all you can do. Your job is to take them where they need to go, but most of them will never know who you are, what your name is, your hopes, your dreams, your beliefs, what you've achieved. You have your own life, your own story, you're on your own journey, but they pretend you're a means to an end, nothing more than a foot on the accelerator, a transitional side character in the ongoing drama of their life. To them, your name is the taxi driver.